One single tree grows 40 completely different fruits from the same trunk, and every single one of them was placed there on purpose. An artist and former agricultural researcher named Sam Van Aken built it deliberately, using a technique called grafting, where you cut a small branch off one tree and attach it directly onto another so it grows exactly as if it had always been part of the original plant. Van Aken didn't just graft a few random branches together for a party trick. He spent years tracking down rare and heirloom stone fruit varieties, many of them right on the edge of disappearing entirely as commercial orchards shifted toward growing only a handful of hardy, easily shippable varieties nobody would ever call special. He grafted branches from dozens of different peach, plum, apricot, cherry, and nectarine varieties onto a single sturdy root system. This part matters. He had to carefully sequence which branch got added each year, giving the tree's immune system enough time to fully accept each new graft before adding the next one. Rush that process, and the whole tree rejects the new branch. The full process took several years of patient, repeated grafting before the tree finally matured into its finished form. Here's the part that nobody expects. Every spring, this one tree blooms in a genuinely striking patchwork of completely different colored blossoms, all at once, because each grafted branch still flowers on the exact timeline of whatever variety it originally came from. Come harvest season, the very same tree produces fruit with wildly different flavors, colors, and textures, branch by branch, functioning as a living museum of fruit diversity that would have otherwise vanished completely from human memory. What I find genuinely moving about this project is that it's not really about the novelty of 40 fruits on one tree. It's that an entire branch of agricultural history, the specific peach variety your great-grandparents might have eaten, was preserved through nothing more than patient grafting instead of a seed bank or a database. Several of these trees now exist in different locations across the United States as public art installations, blooming every spring, as a quiet monument to fruit that almost went extinct. The reason so many of these varieties were disappearing in the first place comes down to how modern grocery supply chains actually work. Commercial orchards need fruit that ripens on a predictable schedule, survives being shipped hundreds of mile ranges in a truck, and looks uniform enough to stack on a shelf, so growers gradually consolidated around a small handful of varieties that could reliably do all three. Heirloom varieties bred for flavor rather than shipping durability got quietly phased out over generations, not because they tasted worse, often the opposite, but because they bruised too easily or ripened unevenly across a single orchard. Grafting sidesteps that whole problem because the tree in question was never meant to be commercially harvested and shipped at scale. It exists purely to keep those genetic lines alive and visible to the public. Each variety grafted onto the tree still carries its own complete genetic identity too, meaning a peach branch grafted here is genetically identical to peaches from the original tree it was cut from, not some blended hybrid fruit. That's the part that makes this feel less like a novelty sculpture and more like an actual living archive, one preserved branch at a time. Van Aken's background made him uniquely suited for a project like this, since he had actually worked at an experimental agricultural research station before becoming an artist, giving him hands-on grafting experience most fine artists would never have picked up. He has since gone on to build additional versions of the concept using other fruit families, treating each finished tree less as a single artwork and more as an ongoing, living seed bank that happens to also be a public sculpture people can walk right up to. What started as one person's attempt to preserve disappearing fruit varieties turned into one of the strangest, most literal examples of biodiversity ever grown from a single root. More of these on this channel follow along.